This is a Hot Pie Original.
You know, I stayed up and I started reading, and it's, I don't know, we're going to sound, and I think it's okay. Oh man, remember when? Yeah, remember when? Dusty Hill, the bassist for ZZ Top, has died. And of course that happens. There's a tidal wave. I found myself paying more attention. Look, I lived through a lot of it. I sort of lived through the 80s portion of ZZ Top. But then, I don't know. In a time that we live in now where rock bands in general, are hard to find, I think you have to, I don't care what your age is, you should find yourself being a little bit nostalgic, interested at least. And so then I thought, it prompted me to do that thing. This is what happens when a legendary artist dies. You read, you go back, you watch. I did it. And there was a documentary, by the way, which you should check out, about ZZ Top taking over Green Hall one night. And it's pretty cool. But then you sit back and you do that nostalgic thing. And you just start reading and you watch and you listen. And then you become amazed. I mean, okay, so here you go through this whole history lesson again of ZZ Top. That's a band. This is a 3-person band. I don't know, in rock history, modern rock history, we'll say classic rock, but the modern era, I don't know, I can't think of any 3-person bands that, one, have been as successful. I guess Rush is a 3-person band. I correct me on all this if you want, but I don't know what other 3-person band has been that successful except Rush. Then there's not many of them. We know of one, certainly not a 3-person band, that have been together more than 50 years. 50. I mean, they played together for 50 years. So, I mean, that by itself, 3-person and more than 50-year run, a successful 50-year run is just unheard of. I mean, you think about when I talked to the lead singer and the man who created Steppenwolf. I mean, they went through, 40 different people. 50 plus years together. I know we're going to do that thing. So here's our chance to not play songs that suck. This is our chance to play songs that don't suck. There are some ZZ Top songs that if you play that 3-second game that we're going to play with songs that suck, let's do it to songs that don't suck. Think how many ZZ Top songs that the average thinking adult, not some, can name in 3 seconds. There's a bunch. Those are some of the most famous intros, 3-second intros, guitar riff intros in musical history, right? You don't have to love the music. I think you suck if you don't like the music, but
if you got the time, to get yourself.
You put 100 people. We play songs that don't suck. And there's thousands of you listening. We play, this is LaGrange, of course, 73. You play the first 3 seconds of this. Tell me how many of that 1,000 who are above the age of 30 can name it. Boom. Got it. Right? Done. There's a really good story on online right now. I mean, there's a bunch of them out there talking about the band, their impact. But I went to rollingstone.com, and it's just a fascinating read. It's 3 dudes for more than 50-something years. And I know the Eliminator album, which was in the 80s, had a ton of hits, a ton of success. I know to music buffs, this whole synthesizer thing, but I love their old stuff. I mean, whether it's LaGrange or I think my favorite ZZ Top song is, what is it? I'm bad. I'm nationwide. I love this song. All right, so let's think about some of these. So that's my favorite song. I know everyone's giddy about Eliminator. Remember those Eliminator videos? Remember those? But even some of those songs. So they listed the ZZ top 10 essential songs. It goes, let's see. It goes, of course, LaGrange, 1973. I assume you know what that's about. That's about the best little whorehouse in Texas. Just a cool song. I didn't know, but Dusty Hill said, I went there when I was 13. And some of these songs, I don't even know how they got radio airplay. A lot of the 70s stuff is really before my time. I was that guy in the Eliminator time. Then Tush, 1975. Who doesn't know? There's another one. Play songs that don't suck to this song. Just do it. You got 3 seconds. Ready? Tell me. Done. They mastered the game songs that don't suck. I forgot Cheap Sunglasses, 1979. I mean, some of these, they're funny. They're edgy. I mean, Cheap Sunglasses, 1979. I totally forgot about that song. I don't even know that I like it that much, but it's just kind of it's a funny song. John McClellan is the co-founder and creator of ATX Hot Sauce in all 50 states, now in several retail outlets as well. So we're going to turn it over to the social media rock chef superstar, and we're going to walk through a few sauces and why you should buy. We've done Beat Heat, so we're second in line now for the tasting. Don't forget, everyone, go to atxhotsauce.com. So here we go.
All right, so this one is our smoked habanero 5-pepper. We smoke habaneros with ancho, pasilla.
Is that going to hurt?
This one? No,
Yeah.
This one's actually really, really good.
Okay.
This is like your traditional tapatilla, but without the vinegar in it, right? And because of that fermentation process that we've talked about all the time. This one is great on sandwiches, pizzas, things like that. Great on hot wings. I think you're going to really like this one too, especially the smoky flavor with the adobe chipotle and the smoked habaneros. We actually smoked the habaneros before we.
Does that go with the cab?
This would not go with the cab. This would go with the great Chenin Blanc, though.
I knew you were gonna. I teed you up with that one.
Yeah, yeah.
That is good. That's good.
Isn't that good? It's just classic take. Well, it's a new take on a classic item. It's called smoked habanero 5-pepper.
All right, don't forget
One of my
ATX.
favorites.
Don't forget atxhotsauce.com.
When you wake up in the morning and the light has hurt your head, the first thing you do when you get up out of bed.
All right, here you go. This is Eliminator. This is a huge album. I mean, it took them from, I don't know, a blues rock band, quintessential blues rock band, and they just, that whole video with the cars and the women. I don't know if I like it as much as their quote older stuff, but their Sharp Dressed Man 1983 is number 4 on the Rolling Stone list. As ZZ Top and producer Bill Ham gave a big old Texas bear hug to the synthesizer on the trio's Monster 1983 LP Eliminator. And here's one of those songs that don't suck games again. Find a few thousand of you. Here you go. You got 3 seconds. 1983 Eliminator album. Tell me you can't get this one right, too. Ooh, not that one. We got to wait a second to talk about that one. That one, I don't know how that got airplay. Got Me Under Pressure. Got to wait to talk about that other song. Tell me you don't get that one in 3 seconds. Tell me any normal adult human cannot name that. I'm not talking about Taylor Swift crowd and Chardonnay. I'm talking about adults. I don't know if that's not their second coolest intro, their second coolest riff. how did this get airplay though then? You know the lyrics, right? I'm thinking, well, I know it was a drug-induced time. I lived through it, right? I had that members-only jacket. I had the eyes out working, then $18, now $280. I get it, but I'm thinking now the lyrics here. Did we ever know the lyrics at that time? Anybody ever listen? They were asked in an interview about the dominatrix. And then Billy Gibbons said, yeah, he hooked up with the dominatrix. Makes it even cooler. All right, so in Rolling Stone, I read this last night, Triana Cabernet, excellent. Billy Gibbons ever explains how he hooked up with a hoity-toity dominatrix cokehead in the Eliminator hit, Got Me Under Pressure. He was asked, quote, everybody asked if Under Pressure was about a girlfriend of mine, Gibbons says. And if not, who was it? Well, fortunately, that kind of pressure we're not under. Maybe it's just because we got out of town in time. I think there were, 6 top 10 hits off Eliminator, something like that. Story, I don't even know what the backstory is to the death. They said they were going to try to go out and play again, and he had hip problems, and who knows. See, you see how the game works? We have hope that we don't have to do songs that suck, that we can actually do songs that don't suck. I saw a Space Invaders game in the background of this. I had that Hawaiian shirt too. I had that exact Hawaiian shirt with some 501s and Cape high tops and some Mickey's Big Mouth.
From the Hot Pie Media Studios in Austin, Texas, it's The Jeff Ward Show. Listen at jeffwardshow.com.